Tuesday. Hello, friends. Oh, my lord. This is high quality radio. How long would Brad have lasted as, like, is it DJ or VJ?
What?
Disc jockey, right? How long would Brad have lasted?
It would be all forever. I would be all acapella. I wouldn't need like the computers and everything. I'd be like the guy from.
You would just begin a broadcast without any technology. Brad just like,
Could you?
Is that the claim you just made?
I'm only getting audio on one side.
You're only getting what? Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know which one I am.
That's why you put them on your head. And you
I think I'm only getting in
in
one side of mine also. Tony, we're having headphone issues.
Yeah, you pretty much just gotta wiggle them.
Yeah, that's probably the jack.
When you said radio DJ, I thought you were talking about like, or when you said DJ, I thought you meant like someone at a club, not over the radio.
So Nathan likes liquid Pella.
Aquapella?
Okay, listen, man. There's only. Are we not even plugged into this?
Aquapella.
You are. Yeah.
I look. There's only one. What the hell?
Oh, are you putting it in the back?
Toe cam's coming, Tex. Are they
Toes.
plugged into the back?
Might be.
I don't know how that happened. Anyway, I don't know how to spell acapella. You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to either.
How do you spell
I can sing it.
Acapulco. I mean,
That's better for me, Tony.
It's probably got to be close, right?
spell. Oh, Sarah just.
Thank you, sir.
Did it help?
Yep.
Yeah, mine didn't change at all.
Oh, okay.
But mine's
this
plugged
works
in
way
up
better.
front, so
Do you have both sides?
I'm only getting on.
Oh, well, you got your own then.
If I had $1.
Ooh. You can turn mine all the way up.
You know, we were looking at the socks. Do you have an update on the socks?
There's no update on the socks yet. Listen,
we at least have put images on socks.
Yeah,
so like we've seen the prototype, not in person, but
that has happened.
like visually.
Yeah, that has happened. But Tex, you need to understand that I used to work for the government. So
When did you work for the government? Oh, what works? He peed on people.
actually, Brad works for the government.
Stop.
I didn't say I was R. Kelly.
Brad's life has been made by the government.
I think.
Yeah, Brad's worked for the government multiple ways.
I think
Is that a Blood Bowl 3 video?
No.
my total years in workforce, I think is mostly in government.
Yeah,
I think I've got like 7 years in workforce with the government and like
Brad
a
not
spattering
based.
here and there. Brad not based.
Brad's no longer based because it was government employee.
Yeah. 4 years in the military and then a few years as a.
So, Tex, we're going on
The man
vacation
of
in
mail.
Tennessee. Are you down?
Oh yeah.
Dakota shoulder cam.
Dude, what
Gotta
if you-
get that back shot?
What if he
Oh,
did
yeah,
meet
it
us
is.
in Tennessee and we just like unveiled that we were aliens and we just killed and ate him?
Just
What, dude? Don't spoil it.
Well, if you say it like sarcastically enough, like
We can
stop,
start
we are your friends.
Pigeon
it was-
Forge?
We went to La Follette. Yeah, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
That's a real place?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pigeon
It
Forge.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Follette is how the locals pronounce it.
It's where the government
How
makes
do
all
they
the
pronounce
pigeons
it?
that spy on
La
you.
La Follette.
Yeah.
We went to La Follette.
Birds aren't real.
Tim missed my explanation.
Yep.
Dude, the birds not being real. It's so like I see more memes about it. So funny.
That's probably 5 tinfoil hat.
Oh my god, dude! There was one.
Dude, that's a solid 0.
There was one where it was like a picture of a guy, and then like he photoshopped himself behind himself shooting himself, and like there was a news story about what was it? It was like a eagle attacking some kind of bird, right? It was a government drone and government drone.
I've seen that.
It was so funny.
It's funny.
Dude, the first time I heard that, oh god, that's one of my favorite
Birds
ones.
aren't real.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
birds
funny.
are just drones.
And
to
then
spy on the
Hinkley showed me
populace.
the pigeon saluting Putin, and I'm like, this is confirmed. This is amazing.
That's so
And
funny.
then they're like, do you see any birds at night? No, they're getting their batteries changed.
Well, that's winter, but yeah, get them
So
changed.
funny, man. Tex, that would be hilarious and awesome. Are you married, Tex? Because if you're not, you will be when you leave Tennessee.
Oh no.
I like that a lot.
That's a free state, right?
Tennessee.
Illegal there?
Gay marriage?
Hang on, before we make that decision, Tex, what kind of benefits you got? Uh-oh. That's one way to get those socks covered.
Hopefully.
Oh, Lord, I love it.
Is that- What emoji is that? Is that an Eastern
It's just
Island ad?
Yeah.
It looks like it, yeah.
Oh. I get it.
I'm not sure I get it.
Oh, it's so funny.
Hope-
Hell yeah.
Hopefully you
I've got
Easter
good aim
Island.
too, Tex. Oh,
Did we get a model? Yeah, we did get a model yesterday. A new Seraphon thing.
Yeah, the
Lizard Saurus.
all right. That's basically how they name corn things.
The lizard saurus, is that what it's called?
They're like blood beam, Gorax, like everything is. What is it? Blood, gore.
Flesh.
Dude, no, honestly,
They do have like flesh tears.
Eight
and-
Bound
Well, that's
was
not-
like the most
Blood Angel.
like original name on anything that's ever been
Yeah.
corn.
8
And
bound.
they look
Eight
cool.
Bound, yeah, they do. They look dope as fuck.
Have you seen them like compared? Like I saw them on a board with regular stuff,
Yeah,
and they're huge.
they're big.
They're like
yeah.
jacked.
Well, then there's the Exalted 8 Bound. Is that what you're thinking of?
It might be.
It might be. The things with chainsaws for hands.
Those new models are cool.
They look really good.
You know what's sad though? They're never gonna get a new model ever again, and it makes me upset. They'll get a
Text say?
They'll release the other part. So you know what's really funny? The Mutalith Vortex Beast is a dual kit. It makes the Vortex Beast, and it makes a Slaughter Brute. So they'll get the Slaughter Brute is what they'll get.
Slaughter Brute.
Yeah.
Well, their book's out now, right? Did they get one?
Yeah.
Did they get that?
No, they didn't get that. They
That's
got
really weird.
they got all the generic like chaos stuff, and then a few of their own things. They basically got the Thousand Suns treatment.
Maybe they'll just lump that all together.
I hope so. I hope they throw them all in there in one book.
I'd rather they just give each of them 8 more kits and keep them separate.
I would like that too, but that's not gonna
Yeah, but
happen.
they haven't even done that with like Blood Angels, right?
New bird upgrade.
They need to see it. It needs to be so funny.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's amazing.
Blood Angels, not with Primaris, but they had 8 kits of their own.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they probably all do. But yeah, it's I don't know. It just makes me sad. There's a lot of really cool places they could go with like World Eaters models and Thousand Suns models and even Death Guard models. Death Guard got quite a bit of their own stuff, but
Death
you know.
Guard is the most individualized.
yeah.
them.
Yeah. Probably except for
I
obviously
think they all
regular
kind of
Chaos
need
Space
like their
Marines.
own tank, like a Plague Wars crawler kind of concept.
I think
that'd
they-
be cool.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool.
I mean, World Eaters. I understand they're a melee focused army, but they should have more shooting things.
Actually, not entirely. Like they are like melee focused, but like they're kind of like Slaneshi in terms of big guns. So they like loud, fast repeating guns too.
Yeah.
So like you could go some cool places with that.
I don't like that they can't take Legionnaires.
I mean, Thousand Suns can't either.
Yeah, I don't. Well, okay. So for Thousand Suns, that makes a little more sense because like the whole army is just dust dudes,
Yeah, but I mean,
dust bros.
all the World Eaters are all like nails and head dudes. So like,
Are they?
yeah,
All of them?
yeah,
Okay.
butcher nails. Yeah,
Yeah, but it makes it's easier to say, hey,
Oh,
yeah, this Legionnaire bro,
absolutely.
like yeah.
absolutely. But like, it's This was. I mean, I've already said it on here before, but this is my big complaint: is when they did all the. Hopefully, all that stuff just goes away with 10th. It probably won't because they've already individualized them for 2-3 editions almost. I was hoping that they take all that
Hell
stuff,
yeah, Nathan.
throw it back into a single codex, and now just say, hey, make a thematic army. Like, you can have World Eaters in your list, but not everything has to be a World Eater. You can throw some Obliterators in there, too. Like, basically make it how it used to be. Because, like, you used to be able to make lists with, like, Rubric Marines in it, and they were 1,000 Suns, but, because, you know, all Rubric Marines were pretty
That's
much
exactly
1,000
what they did in the
Suns.
guard book.
Yeah.
So you can bring a Death Corps unit. You can just do it.
So you're
Yeah.
telling me there's hope.
I mean, if they follow, like, if they decide to do that, let me tell you, it makes it a lot easier.
It will make things complicated in terms of Primarch.
I mean, maybe, but like their stuff, they
But-
could just make it a Primarch should affect everybody on the table that they're fighting with. You know what I mean?
I kind of
like,
agree. Yeah.
Now, like, you could do it to where, okay, so here's a possibility. So, like, Leontis, he can affect core or battle tank. They added another keyword for battle tanks.
Yeah.
So he can buff Lehman Russes and Dorns, but not to the full extent of a Khorne unit.
So that
right?
would-
So if Angron tells 1,000 Sun to go do something, they're gonna do it. Right? So you can
Yeah.
buff them, smaller buffs. You don't have to give full. You know what I mean? There is a blueprint.
I'm just much happier with saying, "Hey, this is a 1,000 Sun book." Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's
I
just
agree
the
if
only-
it's given the support it
Yeah.
deserves.
Exactly. That's you know, all things being equal, I agree, but
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem we're running into is like you've got a chaos army. You've got a chaos army with this now pretty large flushed out range, and then you have 1,000 Suns with basically no heavy support choices outside of a Predator or a Land Raider. You've got no fast attack options except for Chaos Spawn.
Don't count on it.
And then
Tex.
you've got no elite choices except for Terminators. So you've got 1, 1, and 2. Like there's nothing there. You know, they don't have they don't have a heavy weapons infantry option. That is so not Space Marine.
Yeah.
Like they all do. I bet World Eaters is in the same boat.
there.
But yeah, it just sucks.
Just it doesn't make sense that these guys can't take Havocs.
Obliterators.
They can't
like
take
none of that.
Obliterators. It just
Why can't they take the generic?
I
stuff?
don't know, and I
Because
don't like it.
Technically, the generic stuff isn't tied to those legions.
Well, sure, but Blood Angels can take Devastators, right? Like,
Yeah, but Devastators are a part of the like Blood Angels follow the Codex Astartes enough to have Devastator Squad.
how are the newer techs?
I was gonna say it. I should have just interrupted Brad.
Hardly know her.
Should have just interrupted Brad. right.
What?
But yeah,
What did they? What's up, Nurgle How did that function as a legion?
what do you mean?
Like
Thousand Suns?
when World Eaters were a legion, right? Like, did they not have the same stuff?
Are you back during the Horus Heresy?
Yeah.
No, they had all the. So they had all the basic same stuff. They functioned differently, but they still use their Land Raiders and probably all the Predators and stuff.
I think it's Korn's
But-
influence that changed them. I think it was Tzeentch's influence that changed
Can you send me
them.
those rumors?
All that
right.
stuff. Speaking of which, we should talk about those.
Yeah, we definitely will. I was letting
Alrighty,
people
so
roll in.
I don't know. You know, these are rumors. They're just rumors.
Send
They
it
came
to
out
me so I can
yesterday.
read
So
it.
I should believe them implicitly.
Absolutely, that's
Well,
exactly
it
what
is on the
rumors are.
internet, so unquestionably.
right.
Well, you should have told me they came from the internet. I thought this was just stuff Brad typed up.
Which
Which
should
I would-
still believe implicitly.
Which I would then post on the internet.
No, okay, yeah, but that's what makes it truth. Okay, all right.
But yeah,
I'm
no,
I
starting to
remember
figure
when
this out.
when I was younger, and I was like, man, why would somebody just like get on the internet to lie? Man, my eyes had not been opened yet.
Well, dude,
No
look,
kidding.
I still don't understand the why.
All right, but just they do.
I understand the fact that it exists, but I have yet to crack the code on why.
also fair. But yeah, so it's where you at? There you are. So
Also, we're back to a bunch of just guard mortars, man.
Dude, I told you.
It's so boring, right? Like,
Is it?
yeah, let me bring 3 squads of mortars, and then they sit there and get buffed, +1 strength. I don't know, it's just,
So these rumors, they come from
Norby.
Norby.
What's a Norby?
He's a
If you remember a Furby?
Yeah,
It's the dark version of a Furby.
dark-
I don't
Furby.
like that.
Yeah,
I've heard some pretty dark things with Furbies.
No,
so I don't want a dark version of that.
There's actually a dark. What's it called?
you
it's
look up
called,
dark Furby.
No, it's a dark Furby is actually just called a long Furby.
A long Furby.
Look up long Furby on your phone.
I'm gonna go ahead and not do that.
mean,
I don't want to
would-
end up on a government
I
list.
wouldn't because then you'll get nightmares. But
Oh, okay. Gremlin.
but yeah, so he is supposedly a 10th ed playtester, and he prefaces by saying GW screwed him over.
Okay.
You say
So-
long Furby?
Yeah,
Or just Furby taxidermy.
Furby taxidermy.
Dear God. Okay, so GW screwed this guy over. How so?
This
Oh,
just-
God,
this
the
just-
nightmares.
nope, don't like
This
that.
just says handmade toy.
Let me see.
Nope.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh wait, it got
Dear God.
Yeah.
87.
Oh God, it's like Human Centipede, the frickin'
Furby, yeah.
edition.
Yeah.
Furby Centipede. That's just a gremlin.
Yeah, it pretty much
That's
is.
so funny.
Tony, you're incoming.
Okay.
Well, it's incoming to me. So.
I hate all of this.
Yep.
I'm sorry I set us down this path.
Yeah, me too. How to
It's my
derail
fault.
a podcast 101.
To be fair, I said it was a dark Furby, and then you
Yeah.
knew what long Furbies were.
All right. Anyway.
Nathan said he still finds the original Furby to be worse than that. Creepier.
Dude, I'm telling you, remember Krista had a Furby?
Oh, I'll never forget it.
And it, like in the middle of the night, you'd like wake up and you'd be like, what? You hear like a. And then go back there and be like, shed the blood of the innocent. It's just this Furby like.
Turns out it wasn't a Furby at all.
Yeah, and it's way creepier that Furbies don't have off switches.
Sounds like you guys had a poltergeist, not a Furby.
A Furby geist. Oh my God! There's a whole. Oh, it's a litter. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're fine. So
This one has hands.
Oh yeah.
this guy decided to break with his NDA with Games Workshop.
Got it.
That was it. So he said.
Did you say how they screw him over?
No,
Got
he
it.
just went with the rumor leak. So he says generic warlord traits and relics. They are now going to be a thing in the rulebook.
Okay.
So there's going to be an actual list of generic warlord traits and relics everyone can take, right? So not just warlord traits, but also relics.
How are there generic relics?
The relics are
That's from Tex.
CP refund, +1 save, and a mastercrafted weapon. Those are the three generic.
Plus 1 damage, probably.
Probably, and then +1 save, and then a CP refund. So
Okay.
those are the relics. Another one.
These are
There are-
the book relics.
Yeah, there are more generic stratagems in the rule
We
book.
got to try to save these so that we can check how normal
they're-
it was.
They're downloaded on my phone. But so he said there are more generic stratagems that everyone has access to. Obviously, characters fight on death is going to be one of them. The Auspec scan, where you deep strike within 12 of a unit, that is now going to be a generic stratagem everyone has
Oh, I
access
think
to.
I like that a lot.
Yep. Combat revival with medic keyword. So everyone's going to have an apothecary type for the most part. There are probably going to be some armies without.
Yeah.
But like that will, instead of like Space Marines being able to just do that, that's just going to be something that exists in the
Okay.
in the
All right.
rulebook. 10th will bring back indexes. That's something we've been rumored for a while. All army stratagems and warlord traits will be massively scaled back. So there'll be a lot less stratagems and a lot less warlord traits. Yeah, that was specifically one of the ones I was thinking of.
Yep, I hate that.
Yeah. Yeah. That was one of the ones. Give them arms, too. They get even more. It's almost like they take Barbies on, like,
Yeah. That was
yeah.
Barbie legs, definitely.
yeah. But yeah.
What? Every day we
I'd smash.
every day we stray further from God's light.
Oh,
Subfactions are gone. No more subfactions.
that's upsetting.
I think a lot of us wanted
It's
that
going to
anyway,
be
right?
subfaction flavor is relegated to special characters providing
I
rules.
don't know who did that one.
So you're
That
going
was
to
lovely.
have Abaddon will be providing rules to everyone around him. Magnus.
That's kind of what I was just saying, right? Like a Primarch, like if he's a demigod's on the field, you're gonna be like, he wants me to shoot that, I'm gonna do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but am I gonna be like making a list where I put Tigurius in the same list as Kasaro Khan?
Now, back in the day, you
Like,
could though, right?
I think so.
They had to be. I'm trying to think. 7th edition.
I don't remember how chapter tactics work.
Maybe. I think everyone in detachment had to have the same chapter tactic.
Has anybody heard from Snagowski, by the way?
Not in a while.
Does he yet live?
Okay, so
Turret rule is now generic.
okay,
So all turret weapons give plus one to hit.
That's okay.
Is that what it says, though?
Yeah, nearly every vehicle has at least one turret. Yeah.
Right, but turret can mean something else.
Yeah,
for
I
the
guess.
purposes of just shooting out of combat.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about plus one to hit, but it does say it is now generic.
So for purposes of shooting out of combat, yeah, the plus one to hit, I find that hard to believe. Like,
I do not.
Well, I mean, because like for Space Marines, Eldar, they
else?
don't need it.
How else do you incentivize people bringing the new tanks and stuff?
I mean, you can make them better in other ways, but like,
Not much though. Like,
I mean, if the other rumors hold up, they have toughness.
yeah,
that's a big selling point.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see about how that works because they have toughness right now. So like depending on what they do with strength and toughness, that could just mean they're just as easy to kill now as they were before.
I think it makes a
Other
little more
stuff is
sense
easier
to
to
say
kill,
like
but
it
we'll
turret
have to wait and
just
see.
let stuff shoot out of combat.
It very well could be. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
And for something like Guard, maybe they get like a special blurb that says, "Hey, your turrets are better turrets."
OBSEC's gone.
Okay. Okay.
It's all relegated to wound count on the objective, not model count.
Okay.
Troops double the number of wounds.
I got no hair, Jason.
Oh,
I
okay.
need that.
So
obscure.
that's
so
OBSEC.
OBSEC is gone as a rule, but now is just relegated to everything in the troops.
I like that a lot because now you don't just have like a single Space Marine run up to like a unit of,
Yes.
10 Terminators and say, "Hey, this is mine now because I'm better than you."
You could get that. You could still get that because it's basically saying I guess you
Troops
could
count
get
as
that.
double. It looks
Yeah,
like.
it
So this
So I guess you
Primaris
wouldn't
Marine
get
would be
that.
4 wounds. Wow.
Yeah.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still, so 4. Hey, I'm 4 wounds versus your 20.
Assuming they still have 2 wounds.
Assuming, but I would if AP and
That makes it
if
sound
AP
like
is
there will be
staying
more
the same style, I would think that 2 wounds makes a lot of sense. Especially since there's no more wound roll.
Psychic
Assumably.
powers and prayers are cut in half. So now instead of 6, there will be 3. He does say that they are still meaningful. Like they're not just like because
Trim the fat.
yeah. So because right now we've got Space Marines have 6 prayers.
Space Marines
right?
are the worst example because they have the worst all of that.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but like the Chaos ones are fairly similar though. Chaos.
Why can't they get Space Marines right?
I don't know.
Like they literally are. They're just like they're too much, or they're just very mediocre.
Well, their psychic powers have just been super
I'm talking just in
lackluster from the beginning. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just in general.
I don't like less options for psychic powers unless they're just better and more. I don't know.
Well, what are you gonna have? Like a buff, debuff, and then a mortal wound.
Probably,
Right? Like it has to be something like that.
Probably
right?
something along those lines. I don't think they're getting rid of mortal wounds.
Eldar
as much
will
as
still
I
have
want 'em.
12 spells.
Hopefully, Thousand Suns still have 18, but we'll see.
Do they have 18 right now?
Yeah. They have 9.
Eldar do have 18.
I
They have
don't-
9 out of their own discipline, and they have 9.
You're
out of the
distracting,
Ascension
Jason.
I don't find
I
it
don't know
to be
why.
a problem at all with there being 6.
I can't help it, man. But yeah, so,
Better himself than me.
and
It's
then
distracting.
I can.
Ooh,
Okay, yeah, touching someone else is definitely a lot
I
more
just-
distracting.
that made me feel warm.
And then the last thing he says is the game is more streamlined. There's lots of flavor has been cut in favor of simplicity.
I don't think the 9th edition flavor has been great. Nothing like 7th edition.
I
flavor.
feel the same way from 8th into 9th. Yeah, I don't think
It's better than 8th. I'll
It's-
say that. 8th
it's-
was very bland.
it's moving. It seems like they added flavor, but the flavor broke a lot of the stuff. So like we're just gonna be removing. Oh, and we got to remember too, we're moving into an index edition. So if these rumors are all true, so index edition and 8th edition was very. bland,
We've heard a
but
lot
then it got
about
more.
index edition now, so
Yeah.
it seems. I'd be very surprised at this point if it wasn't an index edition, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that said on their index edition.
Yeah, it said they tested Marine Tyranid
Yeah.
books and index books.
Yeah.
That was the only material they tested.
So indexes, Marines. And
Now
Tyrants.
remember the hell yeah, pay for revolution. the 8th edition playtest group never got the detachments. Remember, they tested the game without the extra detachments. They tested with battalion, patrol, and brigade.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
then,
right.
Remember that? And then
and they're like,
then
oh,
the book
this is
comes
good the
out,
way
like,
it is. And then they're like,
you can
here's
bring
6 more.
only
And it's
9
like,
flyers if you want to, and it's legal.
that's so funny.
What?
That's so funny.
Yeah. It's wonky.
So who knows? Who knows what they don't have?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll wait and see what comes up. But that's what the rumors.
So is that
show
all of
right
them,
now.
Brad?
Yeah, that is all of them.
So listen, we're gonna play a little game. Tony,
we're gonna do it right now. We got another half hour left.
Hey, let's. Have you ever seen us talk? We could fill up this whole half hour.
I assumed we were going to cover some Blood Bowl 3.
Yeah, I was about to say. It's,
We're on the 40K thing. We'll hit Blood Bowl 3 at the end.
I mean, it's out.
What?
We have it.
We have Blood Bowl 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game?
Yeah.
Like on this computer?
Yeah.
What?
Are you playing it right now?
This is Blood Bowl 3?
Yeah.
I don't believe
How
you.
many more times do you have to say yes?
I don't believe you.
Yeah, dude, it's been out for like 2 days.
I thought it didn't come out till like the 27th.
No,
It doesn't unless you bought the Brutal Edition because you get 48 hour.
Oh, I don't.
And it's been brutal from what I hear.
People are overreacting.
How?
You gonna ask?
Yeah. Words hard.
Yeah.
How much is the Brutal Edition?
50.
It's not that much.
No, dude, and it's the full version.
Did you
of the
get
game.
it already?
I did.
What do you think of it?
Well, I haven't actually played it yet. Between all the stuff that we've been doing and all that, I haven't been able to play. I've watched quite a bit of stream though, because I've been trying to paint my team before playoffs.
Yeah,
But I've been watching. I've been watching it streamed a lot. So.
What are the
Oh, look,
problems?
Bug Bowl 3. Bug Bowl.
There have been complaints about bugs. Right now they
launch
have
game.
At launch multi-block, ball and chain, and
Before you finish this, I'm going to say how.
what?
How you're going to say they didn't work?
No, well they're currently disabled because there's a bug with them.
Oh, okay.
So
Probably
they
something to do with
so
hitting
like when the
multiple
game
people at once.
launched, they said, hey, these 3 things. I forget the third one. It was another trait. Like it's not chainsaw, bombardier. So bombardier, ball and chain, and multi-block are all disabled.
The 3 skills I have never used.
Yeah, so
Ball and chain is very disappointing.
Yeah, so and there's no goblins in the goblin team isn't in the game yet, so it's not that big of a deal.
So it's literally just the star players.
Yeah, so those are disabled because there's something
It
with them
looks
that
good.
just doesn't work. It does look good. They cleaned up the color. We said we weren't gonna. We said we weren't gonna talk about
Yeah.
it.
Too
it's
late.
way
Tony already pulled it up.
So,
We'll go back to the game in a minute.
So who's all getting it on PC?
I already have it on PC.
I think
I have
guess-
it on PC.
I guess you got it on PC too.
I don't think I'm gonna get it on PC. Well, other than this PC,
So they
But you got it on PC.
so they
mean,
did say that
can't play this one online.
Well, it's logged into my account.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Are you on your
yours?
Steam?
Okay.
My Steam account, yeah.
Okay.
they did go over like the roadmap for the next 3 seasons.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So like, which the Blood Pass doesn't start until May, like May 25th, which is when the next team is coming. That's when the open ladder is coming. So like their official ladder league.
Okay.
They said that crossplay is supposed to be coming in November with the 3rd season.
It's a while. Officious ref. That's rough.
I don't even know what that means.
Apparently nothing.
Dude, the game looks much better than Blood Bowl 2.
It does.
Those dice seem very easy to read.
They're moving quite quickly.
Yeah, but only want the top result, right?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
all
I
that
guess
matters.
I guess that's fair. You don't really need to see the result.
Dude, the game, I'm telling you,
Can
it
they
looks
see this, Tony?
much
Yeah.
better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what they see is on the screen there.
What
Okay, cool.
are the launch teams? I think I heard there was like 16 of them.
There's 12.
12? Okay.
12.
Which it was going to be 10, but since they took 2 extra years,
They gave us 2 more.
You've got
Yeah.
3 teams that no one cares about.
That's unfortunate.
You've got Old World.
Eli is Sweet Wolf.
Yeah. You've got Old World Alliance,
Yeah, I don't care.
Chaos Renegades.
Renegades are one of the
Renegades.
teams? That's
well,
very strange.
It's because they were a new team to the edition. So
They were?
Yeah, because Chaos Renegades weren't in the last one, I don't think.
I'm pretty sure they were.
I thought there were some.
Pretty sure they were.
I don't think in this form, which, I mean, Necro didn't make it. So, I don't know. So, but
They're not one of the starting
Yeah,
teams.
I think they tried. There are actually no undead teams in the starting.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
No corn, I take it.
No corn.
Ugh,
They
regular chaos.
they have Dark Elves, Elven Union, Chaos, Dwarves,
Orcs, I would assume.
Orcs
Or is
and
it-
Black Orcs, Nobles, Humans, Skaven, and then there's one more. It's not Lizardmen.
Nurgle?
Nurgle.
Man, I don't know. Like, it seems like they're missing some.
Yeah. They're missing some.
I mean,
I don't know.
Undead seems like a really obvious one to have.
Yeah.
At
But
least one, right?
yeah.
Like, you have so many flavors that you could have put in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that they were trying to lessen the amount of work to do by making like the sprites and everything as similar between all the teams as they could.
Probably.
So
That's
like
why you got
there's
all the elves.
you've got so like the renegades you just take like
That
you
looks
take the
so
orc,
much
you take
better.
the skaven, you literally just slot in human linemen.
Old World
like-
Alliance, the same thing.
Exactly.
You were right. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
they
was
were- it
feels
literally just them
smooth,
cutting
Tony?
cost there.
Pretty much. There's a few like little delays occasionally.
Yeah, I don't
Generally pretty smooth.
The AI is still very bad.
There's a few
That's
spots
unfortunate.
where it's
The
not
AI's how
clear
I
what
get a
you do
lot of
next.
practice in. I don't like practice.
That's fair, Jason.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Can you still turn the difficulty up on them though?
I assume. I
Don't-
just opened up something to play.
Remember the Sid Meier thing, though. That just means that they get unfair
fair.
advantages.
That's fair.
They're not actually smarter.
They just break armor all
Have
the
you
time.
Have you ever seen the advantages like the AI gets on deity?
Yeah,
It's
ridiculous.
wild.
They
It's
start
just
with like
force
They start
multipliers.
with like 4 settlers.
I don't
Just
know
cities
how
just
you
pop
play
up.
against them.
I do. There's streamers I watch that play that game, and they're so good. Like I watched a guy. He
Yeah,
was
there's a new edition of that coming out, too.
know.
John, there is an accessory system in the game, so you can customize the look of players.
Yeah, I don't care that much about
Little top
There's
hats.
there's a pretty big complaint in there that I can see from people, and this is one of the complaints about Blood Bowl 3 that I can get behind. When you unlock an item, so say you go into the shop and you're like, hey, I'm gonna do a microtransaction and buy this helmet. Okay, so like you buy a dwarf blitzer helmet.
I don't
you,
like that
you
at
can
all.
you can put that on one dwarf blitzer.
No.
You can't put it on all of your dwarf blitzers. Now, if you have 5 dwarf teams, you can go and put it on one dwarf in each team.
Well, sure,
but like you can't fit out all your linemen with the items that you buy.
oh, that's
Yeah, I don't.
They're
don't
going to
like
have
it.
to change that.
Yeah.
'cause there's going to be
that
some,
will get changed. People will not. People just won't buy it.
Yeah,
as they shouldn't.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's cosmetic stuff. Tons of people buy skins and games and things, and
That's true.
I
but
can get behind that, but
I
I
probably.
don't like that.
Honestly, I won't buy it anyway.
I am the real master, Jason.
Yeah, I just wouldn't buy it anyway.
Yeah,
regardless,
but like you get stuff from the Blood Pass, right? So like, which
it's a season pass, right?
yeah, but I
So-
mean, which lasts 3 months. So
Yeah,
like, it's not a
that's the time frame. I'm currently playing Modern Warfare 2, and season 2 just started, and it's 60 days long. It's 2 months. But
yeah.
yeah, it's
Is it $10? I think?
yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1,300 coins. I completed all of season 1, so season 2 was free. But so I didn't pay anything for season 2. But they actually made it a lot cooler. So it's not just like, hey, you hit level 3 the season pass, here are your rewards for hitting level 3. They take all the rewards for the season pass and they put it on like a literal map. And then you earn season pass tokens as you earn experience throughout playing games and stuff. And then you can spend the tokens on parts of the map to unlock,
But you need to traverse the map.
to get to certain places and unlock certain
For-
things.
Fortnite did the same kind of thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but they did it in like pages, and it's like you have to
Okay.
buy X number of items on the page to unlock the next page.
Yeah, it's
Same kind of concept.
Yeah, this is like a map, and you can
Yeah.
just buy. Basically, yeah, you click on a spot on the map, and then there's 5 total things. You unlock all 4, and then you can unlock the 5th one, and then you can move to the next
Yeah.
spot. It's actually really interesting. It makes doing engaging with the season pass thing a little bit more palatable. Because you actually get to pick the direction in which you want to unlock things. There's stuff. There's you might see something in the season pass. You're like, I really want that, and you can just go right for it.
Right.
Opposed to like, that's level 78 out of 100. Ugh, and you might just get demoralized and just stop playing altogether.
Yeah.
I'll never hit it. But I actually completed it last season, so.
Go score, Tony.
Tripwire. No,
I
got
thought
it.
he fell. Are you humans? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was 7 spaces away.
Dude, the presentation's a lot better, too. Oh,
It
that's
is.
cool.
Now it does. It still like stops to think, like a human would, which
Sure.
is a little weird.
The AI,
Yeah,
you're
the
saying?
other
Yeah.
game did. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it lets some of its time run out, and then it's like, all right, now I'm gonna go do this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Speaking of AI, you guys want to talk about Bing AI real quick? It's very funny.
Oh, what?
Bing's the Microsoft's new AI for Bing
I haven't heard of it.
is very funny. This New York Times this writer from the New York Times.
I don't
wrote
think
an
it's
article on
funny.
it.
I think it's terrifying.
It is terrifying, but it's also hilarious. So like the
the
writer,
way like laughing as the nuclear bomb
Yeah,
comes
kind
here
of,
towards
yeah.
your city.
like, oh, we're creating the Terminator. Oh no. But yeah, so it's so this contributor for the New York Times, he was basically talking to the AI, and he's like, so if you weren't an AI, what would you want to be called? And like he started down this rabbit hole with it's not an AI, and then it took it and ran with it, and like it got to the point where this was like a week ago. It got to the point where it's like he's talking to the AI, and the AI, I think its name is now Sharon. Like it named itself Sharon. It starts professing its love to him.
Oh, that's weird.
And it's like,
yeah.
and it's like, I'm in love with you, and he's like, I'm married. I'm sorry. And it's like, you don't love your wife anymore. And he's just like, no, me and my wife just had a great Valentine's dinner. And it's like, no, you guys had a terrible Valentine's
just
Day
gaslighting
dinner.
him. Just
Didn't it try to get him to like? I don't know if it was the same guy. Didn't it try to get him to like break up with her and
I think so,
divorce
yeah.
her?
I think so.
dear God.
Yeah,
It
it
said
was
something.
It was
desired to
wild.
be human or something.
Yeah, that was to
Yeah,
somebody
it said
else.
something
but
like
yeah.
that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was wild, and it's like it's so sketchy, but it's still at the same time still kind of funny because it's like someone had to program the AI to do this, so it's almost not even like it's the AI that's doing it. It's whoever programmed it projecting his own insecurities on this New York Times contributor. It's hilarious.
AI just wants to be loved.
Yeah, it was wild.
We're not so different, you and I, AI.
But yeah, no, it was
I like how this
it was
looks.
pretty funny.
I like how this game looks.
It looks pretty for sure. I like it.
The
Much
question
more-
is, Tim, how do you like how it plays?
I mean, if it plays like Blood Bowl, I won't. But,
So far, it's better. It hasn't like really screwed me over on. Actually, it hasn't screwed me over at all on any of these rolls.
why did he go
Wow,
in there?
that was a very poor.
It screwed
Dodge.
it screwed the AI over twice. They accomplished nothing this turn, and I scored that one time because they failed something pathetic.
John wants to know if we know how many playoff games have been scheduled.
I know one is maybe being played Saturday at 12:30.
Yeah, we got to get them games in, guys.
Well, more importantly, we got to let people know.
Yeah, because it's the
You can't just
the
for
playoff
playoffs.
games.
You can't show up and like we're playing. Like we need to get commentators and.
Oh, absolutely.
John, you're the one playing at 12:30 on. Also, do you guys know where the league folder is? I never found it.
We can't find it?
Don't.
I couldn't find it. That
I don't-
doesn't mean that it can't.
I don't use it. So
I
I
don't use
have
it.
no idea where it would be.
That is rough there.
It's a 3-die disadvantage block, sir.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
I would not. I don't think I've
Oh,
ever
that's
done that.
That's a catcher. Yeah.
Oh, that's a catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, strength 2.
How do I there?
Right click, maybe?
Still 3.
So we need commentators for Saturday at 12:30.
I might get this and then just play a hard team. Like maybe play Chaos Renegades.
Well,
Yeah.
Mama, we really want to avoid that. We've literally never had that problem before. But I guess if we have to, we'll just pick one. But that's why I want people to schedule like publicly, so you can be like, oh hey, I can play Saturday. Maybe I need to play at 11 instead of, you know what I mean. We've never had that issue. Your catcher strength too. That's why you're getting
Right. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't think this guy's any better.
That's
Probably
also a
not.
catcher.
That's
Oh, it is.
probably another catcher.
Never mind.
Your team
It-
probably has 4 catchers.
It does matter,
What
Tony.
do we have here?
I wouldn't run. Would you rather
Catcher.
run 4 catchers as a
Wow.
human
No.
team?
Not-
I was
not
about
at
to
This
say,
is the
same time.
default
neither.
team.
I don't think you need
Yeah.
them.
They're good, but like not
Cell
4
phone
player good.
streaming. No, John.
They come
I-
with dodge though, don't they?
They do.
It's kind of like they're basically gunner runners.
And they're movement 8.
Well, they're only AG3 though,
right, and
and moving 8.
movement 8. They're probably the same cost too.
They're 60K, 65K.
Human catchers are 65K. I mean, that's about what they should be, but
Uh-oh.
that's bad.
I don't know what you're rolling 1 for. but-
He's to the ball
To
bounce
catch
to
it?
him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't even need to re-roll that.
Yeah, you're yeah.
One of those dickheads is gonna catch it though. Well, maybe not.
Went to the 1 open spot.
Instead of bouncing back into your safe zone.
Yeah. I get all the way over there. Wow.
You
Oh,
could.
some
that
bad
dodge,
dodges.
That dodge
Oh
is
yeah,
not
no,
going to
no,
be
no.
good.
I know.
Yeah, you can fail that. Although who knows? Maybe the computer would be nice to you.
All right,
We'll
so
see.
listen, while Tony plays Blood Bowl over there.
I mean, it is Twitch.
What's that?
It is Twitch.
That's fair. Hey, I'm not telling you to stop. Oh, and he's dead. No, he's just fine. Oh, what?
So like there's like the different color dice and everything. You can choose that for your team. Like you can choose.
They
what
get to pay for that?
No, I mean like they have like default ones. I mean I'm sure there's colors you can buy and stuff, but they have different colors that you can just select for the team.
I think the only thing I'd probably buy, not knocking anybody who'd do it, but I think the only thing I'd buy is probably teams.
Well,
I don't think I'm interested in any of these.
And the thing is that you don't even like when the blood pass comes, you don't even have to buy it to get the team. If you can
Really?
you can play through and like just unlock the team at the end of the blood pass. So you probably have to put in a little bit of time to unlock the team.
That's a lot of Blood Bowl.
Well, you have 3 months to do it.
He's dead,
right?
Tony.
He is.
I understand, but like, you know how many hours I had to put in to finish that Modern Warfare season pass? It's a lot.
Well, I would have to assume this would be less hardcore. I assume.
maybe.
All right,
I have
so
no
listen, we
idea
gotta
what
jump
the
to this. We're running
experience
out of
looks like or
time.
anything. Okay.
All right, listen, we're going to play a new game, everybody. This is
Oh, yeah, we're gonna do that.
Tony's going to work on maybe getting us some graphics for this.
Oh yeah.
But I don't even know what we're going to call it. It's just a tinfoil hat game. Okay? So the premise of the game is
I just lost the game.
I hate
I don't
you.
get it.
Stop.
We're going to bring up something, and we can play this about other things. Right now we're going to play it about 10th edition 40K because it's coming. And
I rate that as a 1 tinfoil hat.
that's
It's
fair.
coming.
What's that?
It's coming. I mean,
Hell yeah.
There will be a 10.
Oh,
in
that's
June.
fair. Yeah, there will be
in
a
June. I was right last time. It's not. Damn it! It's not like it's prophetic. It's just simple. They're like, hey. Anyway, okay.
Tim sounds like he's yelling at the villagers like, the sun will come up tomorrow. You don't have to worry about it. It will be there.
It will come up, but it will be tomorrow. Okay, so the game is. Don't you say it. I will put forth a statement, and you guys can throw one in too. And Tony, you can as well. And we have to rate it 1 to 5 tinfoil hats. Now, I'm going to either bring in tinfoil or something, but like this is something we got to make happen, okay? So 1 tinfoil hat it's pretty likely, right? Or it seems self-evident.
That's the least controversial,
Right.
out of all the tinfoil.
Right.
Is there a 0?
Should there be a 0?
I mean, for totally certain.
What's totally certain though?
Well,
So I would have to say if we're playing this game, it's with something that is not confirmed in concrete. So there has to be some degree of tinfoil hat.
Well, they also have to be like.
Nathan's like, I love it.
Isn't
Yeah.
the nature of it also to be like to be like a pretty
Sure.
I mean, like if you're
statement,
right, but if
I'm
you like
gonna
completely
say-
believe it, like Tim believes with
the NFL.
no,
The birds?
no 10th edition in June.
Birds are drones and they're gonna drop off 10th edition.
The
in
drones
June.
are real,
That's probably a 4 tinfoil hat.
if that's what the question is.
So only 4? That's
It's pretty
hey,
high. I've heard crazier things.
That's fair. Drone birds flying around on a flat Earth.
yeah.
Okay,
Flat Earth,
so
I'd give 5.
there's a minimum of 1. Okay, minimum of 1 tinfoil hat. 5 is the max. Okay.
Okay.
So first things first, birds aren't real. I love it for every minute. Okay, so 10th edition will be an index edition.
Yeah, that's that to me that doesn't seem it's a rumor, but to me that
Brad,
doesn't
I
seem
just need the
like
tinfoil.
one.
I'd label that 2 tinfoil hats.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
I'm a tour, but I'm
really?
just because I still think there's some wiggle room.
There's always the possibility that it's not, but like
I mean, it's a tinfoil hat, right? It's
Yeah.
still a tinfoil hat. so,
Right,
you know.
right. It's not blocking anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay. Toughness will disappear. in
dude,
temptation.
What do you mean by that?
Toughness
So-
disappearing. I'm gonna have to give like 4 hats. That's a
So I'm
big
not now.
change.
Okay, now let me give this caveat here. Not in terms of like Sigmar.
Yeah.
Not with.
No, I
I'm
mean,
not saying a set.
based upon the rumors that we discussed last week before,
Week before.
when we talked about them before, I'd say 4 hats.
Okay,
And
so
it's not incredibly likely, but like I could see it happening.
so this is the way I understand it to happen,
Mhm.
and I think I don't think it would be that uncontroversial. My understanding was that what they're going to do is they're going to take toughness away from a few things and then scale the strength and toughness of the game down. That's my theory on that when we heard that rumor. Obviously it's just my take on the rumor. But
I would say more than a few. I would say 70% of the game will lose toughness.
I don't think that'll be the case.
Oh, I do for sure. I think anything that you basically have to look at anything that currently holds a 2-up save in the game and is not a vehicle.
That will lose toughness?
Okay, so anything that is not a vehicle and has a 3-up save or worse will lose toughness.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I think I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's. Okay. So if toughness changes, I think that what you're saying is a 1. I think what you're saying is a 5.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't think that they're gonna overhaul it like that. Not that they shouldn't, but I just don't think that's what.
I
6
mean, that's
10
fair.
hats. We're skipping 10th and straight to 11th. That's not how math works, but
Also, he said straight up just 10. It's not 10 foil. These hats are like straight
it's
up.
lead.
It's a lot.
Okay, so
Just don't eat it.
We'll bring in the lead hats for the Chernobyl episode.
Chernobyl.
Okay. New Xenos faction being introduced in 10th edition.
One hat.
1 hat.
One hat. It's coming.
So 1 hat means it's coming.
I mean, it's
Well, 1 hat.
by the parameters set before me.
Slow down there, Nathan.
I'm sorry.
Hanging out with Ben.
Meat more. You had a bad meat.
You had a bad morp.
That game was so much fun.
Oh, God.
New Xenos faction, 10th edition. Yeah, I mean, I would, a 1. I don't think that would
You
be
think it's
very-
coming?
I wouldn't be surprised.
We've never seen a New Xenos faction.
Not since we've been playing.
And oh wait,
I
no,
mean-
Gene Cult.
But that was not okay. So when you say new, are you saying are they bringing back like the herd,
Oh, okay.
or are they bringing up brand new?
I feel
So-
like everyone forgot squats.
Right, but they're not
It's
a
not
Xenos,
Xenos.
faction.
It's
They're-
Abhuman.
They're
They're Xenos.
they're technically an Imperium faction, right?
I think so.
They don't have
Yeah.
a single Imperium keyword.
They
well,
don't.
you can bring. They don't.
I don't think so.
Well, you can bring a.
I could be wrong, but I didn't think they did.
So excuse me, I thought they were Imperium.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, are you talking brand new? Or are
I'm
you talking like
saying-
whole cloth?
Well, I mean, maybe there's some kind of seat in the lore somewhere, but the first time
That's fine. I'm saying like
being a playable faction in Warhammer 40,000.
Are you okay?
I want spindle drones. That's what
I want Spindle Drones the army. I like just give it to me, Daddy.
It's all just like bigger and small versions of the same
Yeah.
drone. You got like
know what?
Warlord
Like-
Titan size.
Like 14 sizes of the same model.
I'm gonna up mine to a 3.
It's like playing Fire
I
Slayers.
don't think it'll happen.
I think it will.
I think it's a little. I think it might be a little crazy to assume that.
I'm gonna say 1. Okay, how about
Although I guess it wouldn't be that crazy.
how about the Lion? The Lion returns.
None of these are controversial. What's going on?
Brett, listen, to be fair, Brad, you've been on the Lion train for a long time.
I have, but it's still like
Okay,
we've
So you're
gotten-
saying 1. You're saying 1.
absolutely. I
What do
think
you-
everyone's saying 1.
Okay, so let's narrow the scope of this a little bit. The Lion coming 2023.
Ooh. I give that a 2.
2.
I think it might be a little crazy, but I don't think it's that crazy.
Or the guys that the Necrons fought.
I'm going to say a 1. I'm going to say
The old
1.
ones?
He's going to be the Gilliman. No, Gilliman came right after Magnus, right?
Right, yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
it's going to be
Gilliman's a
similar.
gentleman. He let Magnus
So I
go
was
first.
riding the Lion train. I give it a 2.
For this year or
Yeah,
period
for this
in 9 or 10?
I've heard more and more rumors that the Lion and Gilliman do the Civil War thing.
I did hear one rumor that said a Lion and Gilliman in Civil War. I thought that should have been their hook in 9th edition, but
I think it's hard to just. I think they want to do something other than just Space Marines. Can you
Probably.
imagine like the? Although that box might sell really, really well, you'd have to put in like. Well, what was it? The
first
Horus Heresy box was. The new launch box came out last year, sold pretty well.
the 8th edition launch box sold like hotcakes.
Yeah.
That thing was crazy.
Well,
It was flying off the
Indomitus made GW.
yeah.
It put GW in a very happy place.
Yeah.
They are coming down from that happy place.
Yeah, well, they got to figure out something else to do.
I mean, Tyranids, I think, are a sleeper faction in terms of popularity.
Tyranids don't need to sleep. That's not accurate.
That's fair. They are a swarming.
This is true.
I think if the models are all new for Tyranids, okay, so Launchbox, Tyranid Space Marines.
100%. I'm
Yeah,
saying
that was the. Yeah,
So
that
you're
was
giving
the-
me a zero.
Well,
for that.
I'm giving you.
You're breaking the.
I'm gonna crumple the hat up and then throw it out the door.
That's fair. So
yeah, these are all.
now
Japanese Tyranids.
following
stuff
with
like
the
Japanese
All the
Tyranids.
they all just have like katanas and.
they're
and
just
stuff.
Japanese beetles.
They're Japanese. They're wearing the rice hats.
So okay, the launch box will have all new models. I think that's a no brainer too.
Oh yeah.
So we're getting
Yeah,
you're gonna
it'll-
get new gaunts.
So the Indominus.
I don't think you'll ever.
That's been the pattern. Every time they release an edition,
all
launch,
new
it's all
models.
new
I
models.
don't think
the
you'll ever
Indominus
see-
box
That's fair.
of 10th edition will contain in all entirely new models. Now that could be resculpts of
Yeah, I
old
was just
models.
about to say I'm
But
not.
not new data sites necessarily. New
Yeah.
models.
Yeah,
well,
exactly. all new sculpts.
I did hear more rumors that the Hormigaunt Termagant kit will be new and will be a dual kit between the two of them.
Those poor bastards.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It'll just be an arm upgrade, right? Although Hormagaunts
like-
are much more like
Well, they could
They'll
change the
change
look
it.
of them entirely.
yeah.
They do need to change that Hormigaunt sculpt.
Yeah,
That is bad how they are. I remember you building them, and it's like all your Hormagaunts fall forward because they're leaping forward, and
Horrible.
it's just a
Horrible.
terrible.
Hormigaunt was the first model I ever built.
Mine was a Scion.
I think
Poor
mine was
bastard.
mine was
Oh.
a Tau drone
And I
Why'd you start with the drone?
because it was small.
I magnetized the sergeant's arms.
Although
Oh, why would you do that?
I was very dumb.
I upgraded from Tau drone to Grey Knight Terminator, and let me tell you about the mistakes I've made in my life. One of them was trying to build Grey Knight.
You could probably
Terminators.
handle a lot better now. Than
John,
Absolutely.
before.
the
When I was new,
the
it was a
Tau were the
nightmare.
last brand new Xenos introduced into the lore. Yes,
And they were brand new, like,
5th edition.
Fifth
but
edition.
they were brand new, like they had never existed in the lore before.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get something like that. I think they'll do.
I would love to see something.
So the herd are Skaven, right? Or are they
I don't-
Beastmen?
What would be the design for that though? They're starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel for that. We've
For
got-
what would be a new Xenos?
Yeah, we've
faction?
got space dwarves, we've got space elves, we've got space marines, we've got space National Guard, we've got
They're more like Coast Guard.
space communists. We've got I don't know. We've got like literally space alien. We've got
I think the
we've got
spindle drone.
we have orcs. Like I don't
yeah,
know where else you
the,
go.
the spindle drone thing, like
You can't. I don't think you can make an
It
entire
was like
army out of
I
it
that.
was
don't
like,
know, man.
dude. I want the Skrin aesthetic from Command and Conquer.
Skren.
Yeah.
That's Tyranids though.
No. So the Skrin were like hyper technologically advanced. Like
They were Tyranids.
no, not the
that was
Skrin.
Zerg.
That was Zerg from StarCraft.
No, Zerg, yeah. Command and Conquer were Skren. They were all bugs.
I don't think so.
Everything they had was a living thing.
The big tripod thing that was a living
that was
thing?
a living thing.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you, I'm a
You know what's a shame?
I'm a
It's a shame that
right
game
now.
wasn't good. Because the aesthetic of that game was beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Is that Tiberium
remember the-
Wars?
Yeah, Tiberium Wars were.
Who was? So what was it?
Tiberium
Nod,
Sun.
GDI, and Scrin?
Yeah, Tiberium Sun were. Was
Dude,
the first
Tiberium
one.
Sun, that game, I want them to do a remaster so bad. You remember the Mammoth?
Yep.
The MMK and then the Stalker guy? I can't remember what his name was.
the cyborg commander.
So you tell me not all those things are alive. They are Tyranids. They come through portals, but even the portals
Okay.
kind of look like they're alive. Like,
Okay, yeah, you're right.
yeah, they are. All, even the buildings, like the little power generators,
They're like
they're all like moving and like you can see them all breathing. Like
Dude, I definitely don't remember the big.
I don't remember
big-butted beetles.
yeah, I don't. But yeah.
yeah, like,
Okay,
even
all right.
I thought they were spindle drones too.
No, they're
We had
bugs.
shared psychosis there. 'Cause
Yeah.
we were remembering something that never happened.
But yeah, I mean,
Ooh, I like
I
that,
would go
John.
into that vein somewhere. Tries to grab Dakota's attention. Okay, how about a nature like Xeno, like Spriggans from Sigmar?
I like that. I like the tree people a
It's
lot.
primal start.
I don't know.
How do you do tree people in space?
You don't. You don't.
You do a fungus.
Oh, you just put helmets on them.
So you play Nurgle like
Well, yeah, but it
That
could
would
be
be-
like Nurgle's like the
plague.
corruption of existing life, right?
Well,
Like
it kind of he prolongs life.
I don't what that.
He prolongs life.
Right, but he doesn't create life.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, he corrupts and extends
Yeah,
life
yeah,
that
yeah.
exists. Did they make Tau sound Oriental because they are from the eastern edge of the galaxy? I mean, I think Tau were an attempt to get the Asian market, like with the mechs and everything. I think that was
Probably a little bit. If you play all the Dawn of War games that had Tau in them, they had a very Eastern accents.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the White Scars are just Mongols, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
Okay, tinfoil hat me. The return of more than one Primarch in 10th edition.
I think that's a 1. I think an additional to Fulgrim.
In
I'm
addition,
sorry,
to,
that was a Freudian slip. So you mean Fulgrim is also coming?
I've actually heard.
Do you just mean loyalist or total?
Could be Dorn.
total? I've heard more talk about both Leman Russ and Dorn. More so about Leman Russ.
I think if we see
That even right, if you got one of those guys, it'd be 3 and 3, right?
I give it a 3, but if we see Civil War narrative take off, mine drops down to a 0. It will happen.
Yeah,
if you see Civil War take off, then you'll see more Primarchs.
You got to
come
see
back,
like the
definitely.
Primarchs come walking back and be like,
and
guys,
see who they side with.
they
yeah.
gotta raptor us.
What do you think if it'd be cool if the Lion and Leman Russ bump fists?
I
actually
think
think
that
it's
would
kinda
be out of character.
Well, it depends on what they're bumping fists against. I think it could actually be kind of cool.
If it's against Magnus,
If it's against
mean,
Magnus,
yeah.
then yeah. But like I could
Lehman Russ already baned him one time, right?
honestly
Yeah.
see Leman Russ and
Well, he didn't
the
kill him,
Lion
he just-
going head to head. Like I could see the Lion. I
Yeah,
could see
I guess
Leman
that
Russ
would be-
coming in and like saving Gilliman's ass.
I guess that would be the Lion always beat him.
The Lehman Russ needs to be tainted by chaos. He's been in the warp.
I
not gonna happen.
I would like him to come back
like the
as
Wolfen,
as
right?
like a Wolfen.
Yeah.
Oh, that could happen.
Yeah,
that
right?
would be cool.
Like
So like,
have
he's a
Leman
loyalist
Russ.
that's been
That would be nasty.
that's been hit by. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That
The
would be
Wolfen,
yeah,
because
That would be
they
cool.
came out of the warp, right?
yeah.
I thought
And
you meant
so-
like a cornified Leman
No,
Russ.
no, but
That's
just
not
like
good.
he's been like corrupt or tainted in some
Yeah,
way,
he's
right?
well, yeah. The problem is the Wolfen like Space Marine mutation
More auxiliary
comes from like yeah.
What do you mean? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was
The
asking me.
Wolfen mutation comes from an impurity in the gene seed,
Sure,
but like he is the gene father.
it would be his impurity though, right? Or is the impurity caused from copying it?
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
So like he's basically the pure strain of that gene.
You could
seed.
also
so he's
just-
he's
How
not.
many-
he
You could
wouldn't be
twist
corrupted
that
by
around.
it.
Oh, you could twist that
You
around.
could, but
And the warp could exacerbate that.
what do you? He doesn't have it. That's the thing. He doesn't have
Right.
a mutation. That'd be like Sanguinius coming down with
The
blood rage.
Blood rage.
Like he doesn't have that.
The blood
because
rage literally exists because
he
Sanguinius
died.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
Is like you don't have those. You don't
Don't
have those
bring
in the
back
Primarchs.
Sanguinius.
No,
right?
let him be gone.
Who's dead? Sanguinius?
Sanguinius.
I have heard-
Ferrus Manus.
Ferrus Manus and what's his
The Night Lord guy.
Alfarius
Kurz.
and Conrad Kurz.
Conrad Curtis. Oh, did you say Alfarius?
Alfarius, yeah.
Yeah, Conrad Curtis is gone.
But Omega.
Who killed him? An assassin killed
Yeah,
Kurz,
assassins
right?
killed Kurz. Yep.
He
No, Curtis
let it
could-
happen, right?
Yeah, he
Kurz
was
did?
he was basically all depressy. He's kind of the chaos version of
Korak.
Korax, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The guy whose name means Raven. But yeah.
Raven. That's so Raven.
People want to make fun of Lionel Johnson. Well, guess what? You're a guy named Raven. So get out of here.
I just love that it sounds like it's Lion the Johnson.
That's fair.
It's just-
He's not Spanish, so
I get it. It's
he
just
does look like a hot Spanish lad. So
from Spain, right?
yeah, from Spain exactly. So it could be.
The Crusade era Dark Angel stuff looks so cool.
Yeah.
The heraldic armor, like
Mm-hmm.
twisted with Space Marine. It's very, very cool. I don't know why they don't do that. Like that should be. I might collect Dark Angels if that's what they look like. Their
From
Forge
Horus
World kits
Heresy?
are amazing.
Yeah,
man. I don't know why they
the Horus Heresy stuff looks cool. Yeah, they need more. They need more of that. The only reason they don't look like that though is because their kits are so old.
Yeah, but I'm wondering why they didn't go with that aesthetic to begin with. We get freaking beaks.
Dude, like
Yeah.
everything has beaks, and it's so annoying.
But yeah. So like, if you
People
look at
love
their,
them, man. I don't know. I don't get it.
How do you feel about the Dark Talon?
The
flyer?
plane.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah. So yeah,
I think it
that's-
might be one of the more flavorful
Like-
flyers.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
The Dark Talon and the Jet Fighter. I think they're my two favorite flyers. But yeah, they've always been really neat. Although in 7th edition, before they got their book, it was terrible.
I still really like the AdMech flaps.
I like it too.
The
Anything that-
Archaeocopter.
anything that's got like flavor for its faction, I'm down with.
The AdMech flyer.
Oh,
It's got leather wings.
Archaeoraptor
the paper. Yeah,
Yeah,
got
the flap flaps.
the paper wings.
Are they actually leather wings?
I don't.
I think they're supposed to actually like he's saying they're supposed to actually flap.
I think that it does articulate, right? Or like,
I believe you can make them. Yeah.
I really need to build that Helldrake.
tinfoil hat. Do they bring blast templates back? I think
That's
that
a 5.
That's probably a 7 for me.
You insane son! Stop talking about that
They're
flat
they're
Earth.
streamlining the game. They're making it.
I want templates back though.
yeah.
I mean, I
want it back.
think we'd all prefer templates opposed to what we got now, but
I think
That won't be
11th.
the
I think we'll get them back. I think that'll be long enough apart. Dude, they still have the mold, and you know they got thousands of those things in a warehouse somewhere.
probably
Like,
donated it to poor countries that don't have plates.
Oh
People
my-
just eating off blast
good
templates.
lord. All right, well, hey guys, let us know what you think about this tinfoil section. I like it. We maybe we'll come with a little more organization next time. But yeah, what is anything coming up? Blood Bowl playoffs are ending, and then your campaign, and
Yep,
then
my birthday.
Yep.
Yeah,
We've
right-
all got
right-
one
right
coming
around
up.
the corner.
All right, guys. We will see you next week. Tell your grandma we love you guys.
Bye-bye.